Hello guys, it's Pap from Pap back at it again. This video is kinda late, as you may have seen from the thumbnail. I'm here with Gang Strong and his super heavies. I kinda waste some time to farm the new rewards, the new super heavy samurais, but then I ended up not using all the copies that I farmed. It was just me testing, and it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So here, of course, with Gang Strong and with the skill Heavy Strong Strategy. Now, for all who do not know what it does, it's pretty easy. You can only use it once per turn and twice per duel, as long as you have no spell and trap cards in your graveyard. But you know, guys, this is not a restriction, because usually super heavy samurais just plays without them, because they have special effects that can be activated only if you have no spell and trap cards in your graveyard, so that's fine. This says that you can change all health type, machine type monsters you control to face up defense position, and if you do, the defense of monsters you control is increased by 200 for each monster in face up defense position you control. So this skill cannot be activated unless you have at least one monster to change to defense position. So make your own calculation, and of course be ready to have at least one monster to swap in a defense position. This is the deck list I came up with. It's 21 card, and the reason is only one. The reason is one copy of Benkei. I mean, I kinda played like that, but then there were times when I needed the only Benkei, but I actually feel like I have to, I need everything right here. These 3 copies right here are for consistency, these as well. These are actually, only one is enough because they're searchable, these as well. So, I kind of feel like this is what I need. So 21, one of these exceptions. Guys, I love playing 20 cards. This is just an exception that confirms the rule. So it's actually a pretty standard super heavy samurai deck. As you can see right here, we've got the triple wagon, the actually double, because I don't have the third one, Soul Piercer, and triple Soul Peacemaker with the triple Giga Gloves and the triple Trumpeter. And I always pronounce it like trumpeter, and it was wrong, because I actually listened to Gang Strong lines, and he's trumpeter. So sorry for all my mispronunciation. And so the combo of the deck, the strategy of the deck is always the same, but this time with these little 2 guys, it does not rely on OTK. So what happened back in the day before Gang Strong, and we had like let me just write this real quick. We've got the combo with the Soul Horns, and the other one was of course the Soul Shield Wall. These little 2 guys allowed you to have a ninja that could attack directly with more than 4k defense, or actually exactly 4k defense. You actually was able, using its effect, to cut enough its defense to attack directly, and then with the Soul Horns you could attack twice, and it was just an OTK deck. But with this instead, with these 2 guys, the situation changed. Why don't we want to play an OTK situation? In my personal opinion, we have so much cards, so many back rows, so many stuff that can just counter OTK decks, that it's just not worth it. I mean, it's not unstoppable, this OTK. I prefer instead playing something like Soul Claw that makes my Stealth Ninja being indestructible by battle, plus instead if he gets destroyed by card effects, he comes back, so it makes it like, it's invulnerable, and it keeps coming back, so it's so good. And plus, this is pretty cool. I made a little, combo when I left my opponent with just 500 life points, and then you can just use this effect in the battle phase to inflict other 500 damage, and plus this is just a plus 1000, so it's pretty cool. Then what we have, of course, the flutist is our anti-target, then the Soul Peacemaker to tribute a monster and to summon another one from the deck. Keep in mind that Soul Peacemaker can actually summon, as you will see in replays, also Big Benkei. So if you lost or you didn't have access to your Trumpeter to make some crazy synchro combos, you can just summon your Big Benkei, your Fat Benkei in defense position and start dealing huge damage. While instead you wanna send your Soul Piercer from the field to the grave to activate its effect and add a Super Heavy Samurai card from your deck to your hand. And the Wagon instead is the one that looks for either a Soul Piercer or your Soul Peacemaker, depending on which you are missing. And the only addition we got is Fortress. Why Machina Fortress? I don't know how to say it. Always the same problem. So there will be times where you actually struggle sending this guy to the grave, or maybe this other guy to the grave. The usual combo wants you to have your Wagon, tributing the Wagon with the Soul Peacemaker, summoning the Flutist from the deck, using the Flutist effect to tribute himself, and summon the Giga Gloves from your hand. But it can happen that you do not have your Giga Gloves in the hand, so and maybe you have nothing else. I mean, maybe you just can pull off the combo. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna have a Fortress that can easily send the Giga Gloves to the grave, and keep in mind that even if you send the Giga Gloves from the hand to the grave, it will still activate your effect to excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and put in the order of your choice, so it's pretty cool. And plus, with Machina Fortress, we've got some other attacks, I mean 2500 is decent, plus we have a popping effect. When this card gets destroyed by battle, you get to pop a card your opponent controls, face up or face down, does not care. So it's pretty nice, it's a pretty cool tech to use right here, and it's pretty cool. I mean, especially combined if you manage to pull out the effect of Soundbag Cannon to pop all the monsters on the field, then you can just go for your Machina Fortress and you're done. It's pretty cool. I mean, the easiest reason to play the main reason to play Machina Fortress is to send the guys that you need to send to the grave quicker. That's it. Especially in a second turn play. I mean, for the first turn, the deck is so consistent that you will almost always be able to pull out the combo Flutist plus Giga Gloves. But then, when you actually waste all your resources for this first turn combo, you will end up with some pieces that alone, they mean nothing. But you can use your Machina Fortress to send this guy to the grave, and so to have some extra protection, so it's pretty cool. And that's it. The skill, of course, provide extra defense, so it's pretty nice. So of course we've got some huge defense with this guy because he can just put to 0 an attack the attack of a monster your opponent controls that attacks directly, as long as you draw a Super Heavy Samurai card, but you actually choose the order, so you just choose, so it's a guaranteed effect, of course. And guys, that's all for my Super Heavy Samurais. It's not a pure version, almost pure, I mean, and I think this is the funniest way. I mean, a purest version will lack of something. I mean, if you wanna play a pure version, you could choose to play a prep defense. I will not go with another tuna. I mean, if I had unlocked the other skill, the one that makes a monster a tuner, actually I think I will make a video on that, but I wasn't able to unlock that, so I will have to wait. But if you do not want to play triple Machina Fortress, you can play, in my opinion, the best option is prep defense, some hand trap, pretty cool, that provides also a level 3 on the field that can be combined with a trumpeter from some crazy synchro summons. So guys, that was all for the explanation. It took also a little bit too long. Sorry for that, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Yami Yugi. Let's see what we got. So we've got the full combo thanks to Wagon that can just add one of the missing pieces. So there you go, Soul Piercer and then Soul Peacemaker to summon a monster from the deck and add another one from the deck to end. So summoning the Fluties and adding the Tuna. So we got the Fluties to the grave, so they become untargetable, and then the Giga Gloves in the grave to have some extra protection. Plus we get to choose the order of the next 5 cards on our top of the deck. Then Musashi to recycle the trumpeter from the graveyard. Then once again special summon to go into the ninja. So the ninja right here becomes untargetable right here thanks to the Fluties in the grave. I mean once, of course, only once. Just a set monster and a set card, we're chilling. So we've got the Vagon once again, so that we can use the skill, the main combo once again. So there you go, Soul Piercer and Soul Peacemaker to use the effect, summon once from the deck. Just here I made the mistake, I could have just summoned the Benkei. This was a misplay. I mean, you know, when you start to play Super Heavy Samurai, both if you never played it and if you played but a longer time ago, you just need to make some practice to enter the combos and, you know, to understand what to do correctly, at least for the first replays. So keep in mind that. Soul Piercer to add, I decided to go for the Soul Claw, so that this guy now becomes undestructible by battle. So these are untargetable and undestructible. Then I make this in a change in attack position so that I can use the skill and pump myself up. I was not afraid of Destiny Draw right here. I was so confident of my Stealth Ninja being untargetable and indestructible by battle that I did not care. It was just a Triome deck that maybe had just hardly breaked right here, and in fact he just surrendered because he couldn't do a thing. Because next turn, even if you managed to pop my Stealth Ninja by card effects, I still had the Giga Gloves in the grave, and then the next turn that Stealth Ninja comes back, I could have just attacked directly with its effect, so it was just scooped. Second duel, my boy, against New Sylvia. Let's see what we've got. Nothing for the first turn, so we're chilling right now. We've got the Fluties plus Soul Piercer's effect, just to, you know, actually it was double Soul Piercer, so I just attributed the Fluties to make both the Soul Piercer go to the grave, and I had double search. So there you go, the double search. I just looked for a Giga Glows and a Wagon for the next turn. Then I summoned the Machina Fortress. It was not needed, but I did it because I wanted to have the Giga Gloves in the grave. First, for, you know, an extra protection just in case he gets rid of all my monsters, and second because I wanted to choose the order of the next cards that I was going to draw the next turn. I could also attack with the Machina Fortress, so I was chilling. Now New Sylvia, there you go, there's the skill. You can just have the spell card, Yusenju spell card, there you go, the channeling to his hand. Then he's got the Pendulum Summon with the Mayosenju dieback as well, that can just bounce a couple of cards. But Machina Fortress, when it's targeted, you get to discard a card from your opponent's hand. Pretty nice. I discarded the Isna so that he cannot draw. Then attacking directly, but Giga Glove says no thank you, extra draw, and we're chilling. Now we've got the full combo once again, but the problem is that we saw when we discarded his nut that he's got the Kai Droid, so he's immune to Stealth Ninja attacking directly. We have to find an alternative way to finish him off. How we could do it? Look at this play. So we've got the Samurai Wagon to add the Soul Bank Cannon, and then Soul Peacemaker to tribute the wagon and summon the Giga Gloves, so that we got access with Trumpeter to level 5, but this time Musashi is not going to recycle a Trumpeter, but is going to recycle Soul Piercer. And you know why? Because Soul Piercer, when it's equipped to a monster, it makes that monster inflict piercing damage. So that's how you do it. Then the effect of Soul Bank Cannon to increase the defense as well as the Soul Claw, so that we've got just lethal through piercing damage. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Interrupting a rank up duel right here. Rank up, guys, that was about to rank up. So it's us to begin, and we've got the full combo, but the Flutis is already in our hands, so we had to play it like that. The Wagon can have the second Soul Piercer. The good thing about Soul Piercer is that it's not in hard once per turn, so you can just use triple Soul Piercer in the same turn and get triple hard. That's pretty nice. So there you go, the combo. So Soul Piercer, Soul Peacemakers, let me summon the Giga Gloves. We already have the Fluties in the grave. Then double Soul Piercer. One is gonna search for the Tuna, the Trumpeter, and the second one is for the Soul Claw, so that my monster is untargetable, undestroyed by battle, and if he gets popped by a cut effect, he comes back. Of course, I'm talking about the Stealth Ninja. Thanks to Musashi's effect that let us recycle the Trumpeter from the grave. And of course, keep in mind that we know what we are about to draw next turns, thanks to the effect of Giga Gloves when it's sent to the grave. There you go, that's a pretty nice turn 1, as you can see right here. While instead, keep in mind, having the other two guys that we used back in the day before these new support, we just had a big 4k beater in defense position, but it could just, you know, be destroyed by battle, so from some huge guy, keep in mind that. So there you go, your Sinchu are Hito Den and Pendulum Summon into a Mayu Senju dieback. Of course, he had the perfect hand, summoning also the Isna, making all come back to hand, but my Flutie says no thank you, so you can just set a card and hand the turn. It could do nothing else. So we're chilling right now. Then Soul Bank Cannon right here to make even bigger, and then your Sergius Ward Sting to make my ninja come back to hand, because we already used the effect of Fluties, so we have no protection, but we do have protection thanks to the Giga Gloves in the grave, as you can see right here. Where it is. Oh, please, God, where are you? There you go. So he's got the Pendulum Summon once again, and he can attack right here, but there you go. Giga Glove says no thank you. We got another one ready. And then the only bad thing is that this guy comes back to hand, but he's got no protection. We know all the cards that he has in his hand, so we're chilling. We know that we're about to draw Machina Fortress because we choose to draw. So plus we've got another defense for our next turn, but we knew we had the one in our hand. So that's how you do it. There you go. Last but not least, we've got the against Yuya. Let's see what we've got. We've got actually pretty good combos. You can see we are pretty unlucky. We are always starting first. As you can see, we're going to have the missing piece and usual combo, Soul Piercer plus Soul Peacemaker to have a monster on the field, and adding the Tuna. We already got the Giga Gloves in the hand, so we could just use Flutie's effect. But actually we made a mistake here. We could have summoned the Fortress by discarding the Giga Gloves, because the Trumpeter could synchro summon the Musashi even with Fluties, so this was a misplay. There you go, we decided to go this way. Of course, Musashi, recycling the Trumpeter, and Giga Gloves letting us choose the order of our next 5 cards from the top of our deck. And then Stealth Ninja is coming, and we've got the big booty that is untargetable thanks to Flutie's effect from the grave. Then we've got, let's see what he's got. He's got another Pendulum deck with Dragon Pulse Magician and Time Gazer Magician. So, Pendulum Summon with triple monster, and he's got Heather the Empowering Dragon that can banish a monster with his special summon, but our Flutie says no thank you, and he pops it. But he is not done, because he can just exceed level 7 with Red Dice Metal Dragon. He's got the Tie That Binds, that is just what he needs to go over my Stealth Ninja. So Machina Fortress is here, sending another Giga Gloves that we of course, chose to have as next card to draw, keep in mind that, and then suiciding with Machina Fortress just to pop one of these scales so that he cannot pendulum summon again. And then we keep in mind we've got the burn effect every time we do something for the Red Dice Flare Metal Dragon. But look at this, he was so lucky that he just dropped the perfect pendulum scale, so he could pendulum summon once again, going for lethal right here. But Giga Glove says no thank you the first time. It was not convinced, so he attacked once again, and again Red Flare Metal Dragon says no thank you. And now we've got all we need. I mean, we've got the Cell Piercer, Cell Peacemaker, and instead of going for the Synchro Summon, I just went for Big Bang K. So Cell Peacemaker let us summon the Big Bang K. Cell Piercer instead let us add you know what, the guy that makes us more than 4k. We have 2 monsters with 0 attack, and that's how easy you do it, my boys. There you go, Big Bang K for the lethal. Pretty nice deck, guys, but you cannot, you cannot make mistakes, otherwise you're just scooped. So you have to learn to play this deck. It's not that hard once you enter the mood. It becomes easier, but I mean, it's hard. At the beginning it is hard. Guys, that was all for the explanation. Of course, I hope you enjoyed the whole video, all the replays in the commentaries. Feel free to ask me wherever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.